Hello and welcome back to the vault. I'm the Gab Major and this is WoWs Weekly. WoWs Weekly is the usual Thursday video which covers off news of the game in the week past, in the week future, allows me to do some speculations and cover off some of the channel news. So, in regards to the game, obviously this week has seen the release of the British Premium Tier 6 battleship HMS Duke of York. Now I have done a review of her, that'll be carded top right now, and she's available for 12,500 doubloons. However, she's also available in this week only with a flag, a couple of crates, commander crates, flags, camos, for approximately 23,000 doubloons, I think, give or take. I give an opinion in regards to the ship and the bundles within the review, so that's the best place to go have a look at it. This week has also seen the start of Ranked Battles Season 9. This is Tier 5 and it is going on for the next 4 weeks, basically the remaining weeks of this update. Probably going on screen is some lovely idea of the kind of rewards that you're going to be getting along the way. I haven't touched ranked is myself yet, as I've been quite busy with Duke of York. But I probably will be playing it at the weekend. However, already having a quick look at some of the social media responses from the community, it does appear that some people are saying it's a bit grindy without being able to keep a star if you're the best player on the team. However, I suspect that's what Wargaming wanted out of it. Recently, there has been a 250 megabyte stability patch for the PlayStation and Xbox. You probably may have noticed that rollout. There's no real comments as to what that stability patch is in regards to, but it just seems to be general stability. Now, due to an issue with the weekly Havoc and Shakedown trials, this has been relaunched or reset, depending how you want to word that. However, you will keep any already earned renown on the campaign. So basically, your progress on the campaign, it stays where it is before the reset. However, when they do the reset, it just basically means the weekly Havoc goes back to 0. And that means you can regrind some of those missions if you haven't, on the assumption that you have already, and if you haven't, then basically you're no better off. But what this does mean is if you did manage to get some progress on the weekly Havoc before the reset, then you potentially have a bit of a head start, and you are going to be potentially getting the big mammy just that little bit earlier. It's also worth mentioning that the Azure Lane missions, which were for the memorable flags, that had disappeared have now been restored. You will also keep your progress on these missions, so they're not being reset. You are keeping your progress on them, but I'm not really aware of it myself. But apparently they disappeared and have now come back. Now, there's no mention to this as yet, but I just want to share it with you guys. It's a bug that I'm currently experiencing in the game. I just want to kind of ensure, are you getting the same kind of bug? I don't have my audio levels set to the default audio levels. In fact, I have battle music turned off and I have the port music turned quite low down. I also have vibration disabled. However, I'm finding that sometimes when I log into the game, even though the settings are as I set them, it's actually blaring out the music, the controller's vibrating. I'm having to go back into these settings and almost just like tweak them like one direction and then back again, like so maybe say for example turn the volume up and then back down again to where it was, or I'm having to enable and then disable the vibration of the controller. I'm not sure if it's just me. I have seen some people mention it, but if it is a general bug, then maybe maybe we need to be a bit more vocal about it as a community. But if you are getting a similar kind of bug and you are noticing it, then just drop it in the comments below. That'd be quite nice, and I know I'm not alone. In regards to channel news, obviously we had the Duke of York, that's been reviewed and that's also been Let's Played. We also have the Conqueror coming up this week, so basically trying to stick to doing one legendary rental per week. So Conqueror, fingers crossed, should be coming out on Friday. Fingers crossed also should be coming out 24 hours early access for those on Patreon. One thing that's worth mentioning is there is a redeem code. It came out last week and it will be down in the description of the video, along with a link to the redeemer. Fingers crossed it is still active for those of you who haven't already redeemed it. It should be, I hope. Amusingly, on Sunday I did a video in regards to Victory at Sea by Warlord Games. It was simply an unboxing video of one of the model kits, and I'm rather bemused about how well it did. I put it out there simply on the this is what I do other than play World of Warships, and it's done a lot better than I initially thought it would. I put it out there probably just tank, and it's done pretty much average for the channel, which does surprise me a little bit more. Not lots of comments, which is fair enough. However, I probably will do the odd Victory at Sea, Warlord Games kind of videos every now and then, whether that's painting, modelling, throwing some dice down at the club, whenever that can be. Now, it's not really the general video content of this channel. It's going to be once in the blue moon, but if it does interest you, then fair enough. My pleasure for having you come along and watch it as well. Apart from that, we seem to be doing all right across the board, and I'm quite happy with everything. And I don't think I have much more to add in regards to the channel. So, as always, if you've enjoyed this, I know it's a very short WoWs Weekly, but there's not really too much to say. I guess we could do a bit of speculation. I think the general speculation from a lot of people is that aircraft carriers are probably going to be entering testing in the February patch. If that's the case, we know that they're going to have to drop the anti-aircraft rating stats. So that's going to be good to see. We're also probably going to be, well, it'll probably be in the patch notes, but maybe what kind of anti-aircraft consumables that might be dropped on certain ships. Any aircraft carrier commanders that will be dropped as part of the testing. If there are, then I suspect you might want to save up a couple of promotion orders and commander XP just in case you want to boost those commanders through in order to have them sufficiently leveled up for the testing. I know that's something that's on my mind at the moment. Don't think there's really too much more to say about aircraft carriers. However, if you guys want me to do a video in regards to the anti-aircraft capabilities of certain tech trees, like what would be best for this, what would be best for that, then let me know. It's a video idea that I've got, but I'm not really sure how much of a audience is out there that's interested in knowing what's the AA rating. Because there could be some people out there who go, I'm going to play some cruisers, I really want a decent AA cruiser, what's the best tech tree to grind? Or what's the best destroyer tech tree to grind for AA? Or any particular battleships at certain tiers that I probably should be looking at to protect myself. So even though we don't have those ratings, you can quite easily gauge what it's like based on the PC version, like the AA ratings there. So potentially I could do a tech tree or tier level overlook of anti-aircraft capabilities of ships. If that does interest you, let me know. It's just a random idea, and I'll just float it here in WoWs Weekly, because usually it's you subscribers who are watching WoWs Weekly, and therefore it's very much just a news video for you subscribers. If you want to give it a like, that'll be much obliged. And as always, down in the description is the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel on Patreon, and the email address for the channel if you want to send in any of your own game captures. Until next time, I'm the Gav Major, and back to the port.